My dear brothers and sisters, there are moments in your life when God moves silently. He shifts things behind the curtain. He stirs the hearts of people in places you haven't even stepped into yet. And you listening right now, are standing in one of those moments. You're moving. You're getting married. But God says, keep it quiet. Men are seasons in life when God chooses to work not through thunder or lightning, but through silence. He does not always shout from the heavens or give us flashing signs to confirm what He is doing. Instead, He moves quietly, precisely, and intentionally behind the scenes. In these sacred moments, it's easy to feel like nothing is happening, like the prayers we've sown have not taken root. But in reality, silence is not the absence of activity. It is often the womb where miracles are formed. The absence of noise is not the absence of God. Rather, it is the space where He crafts His most profound works. When God is preparing something beautiful in your life, especially something as life-changing as a marriage or a major move, He often calls you into silence. Not because you're being punished or because your voice doesn't matter, but because He's setting something apart for Himself. What He is doing in you and for you is sacred, and sacred things require protection. Think about how seeds are planted beneath the surface, buried where no eye can see. They do not break through the soil immediately, and if you tried to dig them up too soon to check their progress, you would destroy them. In the same way, God sometimes buries us in seasons of silence to let the work develop, grow, and mature without the interference of opinions, doubts, or distractions. In a world that celebrates visibility, exposure, and loud announcements, it can feel strange, even wrong, to remain quiet while something incredible is happening. But that is how God operates. Before He does something public, He tests it in private. Before He allows the world to see the fruit, He ensures the roots are deep enough to hold it. And so, in His divine wisdom, He whispers, "Stay still. Keep quiet. Trust me." When Mary, the mother of Jesus, was told that she would carry the Savior of the world, she didn't go shouting in the streets. She pondered these things in her heart. She carried the promise quietly. She allowed God to grow something divine within her without rushing the announcement. That is the posture of those who are entrusted with something holy. They understand that when heaven plants something, it is not for the world to validate. It is for God to finish. In the context of relationships, especially one ordained by God, silence serves as both a covering and a filter. Not everyone needs to know what God is doing in your heart. Not every friend, follower, or relative needs access to what is sacred. There is a protection that comes in privacy. When you keep quiet, you allow God to protect what is forming. You give Him space to confirm what needs confirmation and remove what needs removal without public interference. Noise invites attack. Silence invites God's presence. Sometimes God will even keep you hidden. Not just your plans, but you. People may overlook you, doors may seem to delay, and opportunities may seem to bypass you. But this hiding is not rejection. It is preservation. God hides what He values. Diamonds are hidden deep in the earth. Pearls are formed in the secret places of the ocean. So when God asks you to stay quiet in this season, it is not to punish you. It is to protect you until the appointed time. This is particularly important in the area of love and marriage, because when emotions run high and hope begins to bloom, the urge to share it with the world becomes strong. You want to shout it from the rooftops, "I found someone. It's finally happening." But God says, "Not yet. Let me finish it. Let me secure it. Let me complete what I've started." There is power in restraint. There is strength in waiting. And there is wisdom in trusting that God knows when to reveal what has been developing in silence. When God is about to move you or marry you and he tells you to keep quiet, it is a sign that what he is building in your life is bigger than what you can manage on your own. If you rush to share it too early, you may expose it to criticism, jealousy, or spiritual attack. But if you stay in sync with his timing, he will reveal it at the perfect moment when no one can stop it, question it, or undo it. The world often confuses silence with inactivity. But in the kingdom of God, silence is the place where glory is prepared. It is the secret garden where promises take root and grow strong. And while you may not have the full picture yet, while your heart may still wrestle with waiting, there is a deep peace in knowing that God is working even when he's not speaking. His silence is not distance, it is strategy. His stillness is not neglect, it is protection. He is not ignoring you, he is preparing you. This is why you must learn to honor the quiet seasons. Learn to sit in the silence without needing validation from the outside world. Learn to carry the promise without posting it. Learn to protect the sacred without exposing it. Because in due time, when the promise is fully ready, when the move is confirmed, and when the marriage is sealed, God himself will make it known. And when he does, it won't be for your glory. It will be for his. There's a significant difference between someone who wants a relationship and someone who is prepared for a covenant. In today's world, love has become light, quick, and shallow. People enter and exit relationships like revolving doors, often led by emotion, impulse, or appearance. But when God chooses a spouse for you, he does not just send someone who excites your heart, he sends someone who can carry your purpose. This is not just about romance or chemistry. It's about calling. And the person God is preparing for you is not coming to entertain your emotions. They are coming to walk with you into divine destiny. This person is not perfect, but they are purified. They've been through seasons of crushing, of delay, of brokenness, and instead of growing bitter, they have grown deeper. They have prayed in silence, fought battles no one saw, and surrendered their will at the feet of God. They are not just looking for a hand to hold, they are looking for a soul to link with. They know what it means to be lonely and misunderstood, and that's why they will value the connection they build with you. They are not here to play with your emotions or leave you second-guessing. They are here to confirm, protect, and strengthen what God is doing in your life. This partner is coming with intention. They are not confused about what they want. They have spent time in prayer, in waiting, and in inner healing. They do not idolize relationships because they've already made peace with their singleness. They are whole not because they've never been wounded, but because they've allowed God to make them whole. That kind of person doesn't rush into marriage for status, appearance, or lust. They are sent, not just attracted. Assigned, not just emotionally driven. Their presence in your life will be confirmation, not confusion. You won't have to beg for clarity or force communication or compete for their time. God will align your hearts because he has already aligned your mission. Many are searching for a spouse based on surface traits, height, income, personality types, but God looks beyond the surface. He chooses based on spiritual compatibility, based on who can help you fulfill the assignment he placed on your life before you were even born. This partner is being prepared to be more than just your spouse. They are becoming your intercessor, your counselor, your encourager, your accountability partner. They will love you through the lens of eternity. They will not be intimidated by your calling. They will fuel it. They will not feel threatened by your gifts. They will honor them. They will not try to change you. They will cover you. They understand that marriage is not just about happiness, it's about holiness. It's not just about chemistry, it's about covenant. It's not just about how you make them feel, it's about how your union reflects the heart of God. They have studied the storms of life, and they know that beauty fades, emotions change, and seasons shift, but covenant remains. They are not impressed by outer attraction alone. They are drawn by inner alignment, by the sound of your spirit, by the strength of your heart, by the fire of your faith. That's the language they understand, and that's the language they will respond to. God is not sending you someone who needs to be chased, fixed, or convinced. He is sending you someone who already recognizes your value, not because you performed for it, but because God revealed it to them in secret, just as God revealed Eve to Adam. He will reveal you to your partner. There will be peace in their presence. Not perfection, but peace. You will sense safety. You will feel spiritually seen. You will know, not just by emotion, but by confirmation. You'll pray about them and hear heaven echo back the sound of yes. This person isn't coming to replace God in your life. They are coming to reflect God's love in your life. You won't feel worshiped, but you will feel honored. They will challenge your spirit, not just flatter your ego. They will push you closer to God, not pull you into distraction. Their love will cleanse, not confuse. It will restore, not drain. It will activate, not diminish. They are coming not to complete you, but to walk beside you as you both pursue the one who already made you whole. This is not someone looking for a moment. They are looking for a mission. They're not here for excitement. They are here for endurance. They've prayed for you, not because they knew your name, but because they felt your spirit in prayer. They've been asking God for a partner who understands timing, vision, and faith. And God is preparing them to be an answer to your prayer, even as He prepares you to be an answer to theirs. So if you've ever wondered whether you're being too deep in your expectations or too spiritual in your longing for a God-ordained union, let this remind you, you are not asking for too much. You are asking for what's right. And God is not ignoring your desire. He is perfecting it. He's not delaying your promise. He's developing it. He's not sending someone to fit your preference. He's sending someone who matches your purpose. And when that person arrives, you will understand why it took so long, why you had to heal first, why you had to stay single longer than you planned, and why it was worth every moment of waiting in obedience and trust. There is a divine reason God doesn't reveal everything all at once. Before any great unveiling, there is always a season of quiet, sacred preparation. This is where the foundation is laid, where the heart is tested, and where character is forged. Divine timing demands private preparation, not just because God is working out the details in your future, but because He is doing something inside of you that must be finished before the blessing arrives. The reason some promises seem delayed is not because heaven is ignoring you. It's because heaven is investing in you. You see, we often focus on the end result, the relationship, the ring, the wedding, the marriage, the life of love and laughter. But God is just as concerned, if not more, with who you are becoming on the way there. He knows that without preparation, even a good thing can become a dangerous thing. A marriage entered into without spiritual maturity can quickly become a battlefield instead of a blessing. So God, in His mercy, withholds what you desire, not to deny you, but to shape you for it. During this preparation season, God works on the parts of you that no one sees, the hidden fears, the buried wounds, the silent insecurities. He exposes the lies you believed about love, about yourself, about your worth. He dismantles the idols you built, even unknowingly, like the idol of needing someone to validate you, or the idol of romance becoming your rescue. This is not to shame you, but to free you, because no one can complete you. No one can heal what only God is meant to touch. Before He brings someone into your life, He ensures that He still holds first place in your heart. Private preparation also means he's teaching you how to love in a way that lasts. Not just based on emotion, but on sacrifice. Not just on attraction, but on honor. The world teaches us to love conditionally, when it feels good, when it's easy, when the other person meets our needs. But God teaches a different kind of love. A love that covers, a love that forgives, a love that stays. And that kind of love can't be learned in a day. It's learned through quiet seasons where God becomes your teacher, through moments when you have no one but Him and you learn that His love is enough. He also uses this season to strip away distractions. There are voices in your life that cannot go with you into the next chapter. There are patterns of behavior that must break before the promise comes. Some people are meant for your past, but not for your future. And before God opens the door to your divine connection, He makes sure you're not dragging anything in that will sabotage what He's building. This may feel like loss. You may grieve relationships, routines, or dreams that you thought would last. But in truth, it's divine protection. God is making space for something greater. One of the most critical parts of this private preparation is clarity. God begins to align your vision with His. He removes the fog of past heartbreak and false expectations. He teaches you to discern, to recognize what is sent by Him versus what simply looks good. This means your standards shift. You stop chasing temporary comfort and start longing for eternal purpose. You begin to pray differently. You start asking God, does this person draw me closer to you instead of God? Do they like me? That shift is evidence that you're growing, and that growth is what qualifies you for the next season. In this preparation period, God is also working on your future spouse. You may not see them, you may not even know who they are, but trust this. God is just as intentional with them as He is with you. While you're healing, they're healing. While you're learning, they're learning. While you're waiting, they're being refined. You're not behind. You're being synchronized by heaven. And when the time is right, when both of you are ready, aligned and strengthened, you won't have to force it. God will reveal it. This is why you must be patient with the process. Don't despise the quiet days. Don't rush the unseen work. What God is doing in private is preparing you for something public that will carry weight. You're not just getting married, you're entering a covenant. You're not just falling in love, you're stepping into destiny. That requires more than butterflies and good intentions. It requires spiritual readiness, emotional stability, mental clarity, and that only comes through preparation. It's in this quiet, sacred season that God shapes you into the kind of person you're praying to be partnered with. You cannot expect to receive what you're not becoming. If you want a godly, mature, faithful spouse, you must allow God to make you into the same. You must let Him prune what's unfruitful, cleanse what's been contaminated, and restore what's been broken. And that happens in the secret place. God is not just interested in giving you a marriage. He wants to give you a marriage that lasts, a love that reflects His heart, a home that's built on rock, not sand. And that kind of future is not formed in a rush. It's formed in reverence. It's the result of surrender, of allowing God to move slowly, deeply, and purposefully through every layer of your soul. So while others are running ahead, announcing their love stories and chasing after affection, you remain steady. You stay hidden. You let God continue His work. Because when He is finished preparing you, and when He is finished preparing them, there will be no delay. What took years in secret will come together suddenly. And everyone will see what heaven already knew was being formed in silence. There is a time in every believer's life when God deliberately shields what He is doing. He covers it, guards it, and conceals it, not because it's not valuable, but because it's too valuable to expose prematurely. When something is still growing, still being formed, still being rooted in purpose, its protection is more important than its promotion. That's why not everything God is doing in your life should be shared publicly. What is sacred must be shielded, and what is divine must be kept in the secret place until the time is right. There's a powerful temptation in our generation to publicize every step, every promise, every glimpse of progress. Social media and culture constantly tell us, let them see it, make them notice, prove the promise is real. But heaven often says the opposite. Keep it quiet, guard it. Don't let everyone speak into it, not yet. Because what is loud is vulnerable, and what is exposed too early can easily be contaminated by opinions, jealousy, or spiritual warfare. There's a cost to being visible too soon. The more public you make something, the more pressure you place on it to perform, and the more vulnerable it becomes to attack. This is why Jesus often told people after performing a miracle, tell no one. It wasn't because he was ashamed of what had been done. It was because the timing of the revelation mattered. Even he, the Son of God, understood the wisdom of silence. He knew that premature exposure could attract unnecessary resistance. In the same way, when God begins to move in your love life, when he begins to align your steps toward a divine partner, there will be a tug in your heart to share it.